Satguru Maharaj Ji ki Jai, Sache Darbar ki Jai. Living life in this world, everyone have wants, everyone have desires, everyone have goals. But many of time, we are unable to fulfill those desires, those wants. We are unsuccessful in attaining those goals. And when we are unsuccessful, when we are unable to fulfill those desires, we feel disheartened, we feel sad inside, we feel discouraged. And that creates a negative emotion within our minds and hearts, which in reality robs us from the joy that we may experience in this life. That negativity creates a veil over the mind, so we are unable to see the gift that we have, the life that we have, and how precious this life is. And instead, we complain. We complain about our struggles, we complain about our failures, we complain about the things that we do not have. But we fail to recognize all the things that we do have, all the success that we did receive in our life, all the desires that we did fulfill in our life. We are failed to recognize that, and we are unable to enjoy our success. We are unable to enjoy the relations, the materialistic things, the life that we have. We always look towards the more privileged and more fortunate, and for those people who have more than us. But we never look towards those who are underprivileged, who are not as fortunate as us. Seeing someone more privileged than you, we are able to complain. We are able to feel sad inside. But why can't we look towards those who are unfortunate? People in the world exist who do not have food to eat, who do not have clean water to drink, who do not have enough clothes to cover their body. There are people who do not possess a complete body that we have. They do not possess arms with which they can do things and take care of themselves. There are people who do not have legs, who can walk just like us. There are people who have so many diseases that even there is no cure for that. We think our struggles are so great, but the struggles that exist in this world, in people's lives, we cannot even understand. And only if we can have a glance upon that, we will appreciate our life. We will appreciate the gift that God gave us. We will appreciate the privilege that we received in our own life. And only when you can appreciate what you have, the way you are, in a situation that you are in, only then you can really enjoy life. Dear friends, today I am going to show you a video. And after watching this, you will appreciate your own life. You will feel how blessed you are in the situation, in the circumstances that your life is in today. The struggles that may seem so big in your life will seem so small after you watch the struggles that people go through in the world. And once we start appreciating our own life, once that positive emotion take birth in our own hearts and mind, only then you can think about uplifting spiritually. Only then you can think about what actual work we came in this world to do, and you will put your efforts towards that, and you will also enjoy the gift of life. So let us watch this video for a few minutes.
Claudio Vieira de Oliveira. He's a 37-year-old who lives with an extraordinary disability.
Desde que do dia que eu nasci até os tempos de hoje, ninguém sabe informar o motivo da minha deficiência física.
Claudio was born with an extreme case of congenital malformation. His legs are badly deformed, and his arms are of little use. And most bizarrely, his vertebral column has twisted back so severely that his head now rests facing backwards along his spine.
Quando eu nasci, que o médico me tirou e disse o seguinte, que eu não tinha 24 horas de vida.
Despite the prediction, Claudio survived and felt no pain from his deformity. His parents understandably lost faith in doctors' opinions and never took him back to the hospital.
Em momento nenhum eu passou na minha cabeça, na minha mente, em desistir.
Just use it for a mix. Wait.
Tapos hilong sa dance.
Another.
Oh, money.
Humbling. Okay, over there.
19-year-old Rama Haruna has lived almost her whole life in unbearable pain.
19-year-old Rama Haruna from the city of Kano in Nigeria has spent her whole life in a plastic bowl. You see, Rama is suffering from a mysterious condition that caused her arms and legs to stop growing, leaving her with limited mobility and in constant pain. Rama's family does their best to move her around using a plastic bowl. The cause of her condition is not yet known, and Rama's family has worked tirelessly to find a diagnosis. Despite the challenges she faces, the brave teen is full of hope for her future.
"42-year-old Swapna Augustine was born without arms, but has found acclaim as an artist, painting impressive pictures with her feet. She's exhibited and sold her work in India and abroad, and has won a number of accolades. Most recently, an Adi Abadi Women Achievers Award in 2015. Before Swapna was born, her father Augustine dreamt that his wife Sophie would give birth to a baby without arms, who would go on to bring glory to the family's name. When she was born 3 months later, her parents named her Swapna, which means dream in their native tongue, Malayalam. Even as a child, Swapna was fiercely independent, and aged 4 she started kindergarten, and soon learnt to write the alphabet in sand using her feet. She continued her education, and after graduating from St. Joseph's College for Women in Kerala, joined the Mouth and Foot Painting Artists Association, an international society for disabled artists. She trained with an art teacher for 2 years, and now Swapna regularly takes part in artistic workshops with physically disabled students when she's not producing her own paintings. Over the next few years, Swapna aims to create an autobiographical painting, telling her inspiring life story.
Dang Van Nguyen. This is heartbreaking story of a 10-year-old boy in rural Vietnam who refuses to be adopted after losing his whole family, instead living by himself and working in the fields all day, has melted the hearts of millions around the world. He has nothing to worry about but going to school and enjoying their childhood. Dang Van Nguyen spends his days slaving in the fields around his modest home in a remote village in Vietnam, planting vegetables and foraging for things to fill his stomach with. His life has never been easy, losing his mother at a very young age and having to live with his grandmother while his father went away to find a job in construction. However, things got dramatically worse after his father died in an accident at work and his grandmother remarried in another village, as he was left with no support whatsoever. The boy is shown planting vegetables in the fields around his home and harvesting bamboo shoots to cook. Ever since, Nguyen's teacher shared his story online. One of the most impressive things about this brave 10-year-old is that despite his hardships, he has never missed a day of school and then returns home to do his daily chores.
जब पैदा हुआ तब से इसी तरह पैदा हुआ जी। इसलिए घर वाले भी नहीं पढ़ा सके। फिर मैंने सोचा कि सरकार तो कुछ तेरे को देगी नहीं, अपनी ज़िंदगी के लिए कुछ न कुछ कर ले। तो उसके लिए मैंने जी ये सिलाई का काम सीखा।
Madan Lau has now been a tailor for 22 years, but getting into the trade wasn't easy for him.
और पहले बात ये है जी कि जब मैं टेलर के पास गया था फतेहाबाद, तो वो मेरे को सिलाई सिखाने के लिए भी नाट गया था। भाई तेरे हाथ भी नहीं है, तू सिलाई कैसे करेगा। लेकिन उसको मैं बोला कि एक बार तो मेरे को रख के देख ला। तो टेलर ने कहा आ जाया कर। तो मेरे उस्ताद जी कहने लगे 10-15 दिन के अंदर कहने लगे जी तुम कामयाब हो जाएगा। तो मेरे दिल के अंदर बहुत हौसला हुआ।
After a year of training, Madan returned to his hometown to open up his own shop.
भाई ये तो कभी पैरों से सिलाई करेगा, कपड़े ख़राब नहीं करते जी। फिर आस्ता आस्ता मान लो दुनिया को मैं विश्वास जीता। उसके बाद में अब मेरे पास तो आते हैं जी, काफ़ी लोग आते हैं जी। अब वो पहली बात नहीं है जी, सभी को मैं विश्वास दिला चुका हूँ।
इतनी कमज़ोर है कि बादल के गरजने से भी टूट जाती है। अगर कोई जोर से चीखे या बर्तन गिरने की आवाज़ से या ट्रेन की गड़गड़ाहट से भी टूट जाती है हमारी हड्डियाँ। हमें जब उल्टी हो जाती है या खांसी होने लगती है, इसके वजह से भी ताकत लगने पर भी हमारी हड्डियाँ टूट जाती है। वैसे तो हमें पता नहीं है कि हमारी हड्डियाँ कितनी बार टूट चुकी है और कब टूट जाएगी, मगर लगभग में हमारी हड्डियाँ कम से कम 18 वर्षों में 1000 बार तो ज़रूर टूटी होगी। पूरा टाइम मम्मी हमारे साथ बिताती है। 12 बजे खाना खिला देती है, रात में भी खाना खिलाती है। इस बीच अगर पेशाब लग गया तो सब मम्मी कराती है। मम्मी पापा डॉक्टर के लेके चलिए वहाँ लेके चलिए, यहाँ लेके चलिए। मम्मी पापा भी कोशिश बहुत ज़्यादा करते हैं कि किसी तरीके, अभी तक कोशिश कर ही रहे कि किसी तरीके से हम ठीक हो जाए, पर हमें उम्मीद नहीं है कि हम ठीक हो सकते। तो ठीक करना नहीं करना वो तो अल्लाह ताला के हाथ में है। हमारा हाथ पैर टूटने के बाद बहुत ज़्यादा दर्द होता है, जिससे हम बेबर्दाश्त हो जाते हैं और अल्लाह से हम कहते हैं कि हमें उठा लिया जाए। मम्मी आज है हमारे साथ, मम्मी भी मतलब कुछ दिन रहेगी, फिर हमें किस टाइप का ज़िंदगी बिताना होगा, कैसे रहना होगा, वो हम सोचते हैं आगे चल के कि हम कैसे रहेंगे। आज है मम्मी तो कर दे रही है, कल कौन करेगा।
Nihal is just like any other 13-year-old kid. He loves to play games on his gadgets, spends his time dreaming, and wants to ride his favorite cycle.
In a tragic real-life case straight out of Benjamin Button, this Indian boy named Nahil Bitla suffered from progeria, a disorder that causes the body to age at 8 times its normal rate. He also had other health problems. He was not able to run, cycle, or play sports. Nihal had to drop out of school because of his health, but he learned to keep himself busy mostly by drawing and surfing the internet to learn new things. Sadly, Nihal passed away in 2016 at the age of 15 with the physical appearance and health problems of a 100-year-old man. His mind, however, always remained sharp, and he impressed all of India with his generous spirit. In a final media interview, Nihal said, "Above all, I hope that people know that our time here is special and life is incredibly beautiful in every single way."
Watching the struggles of these individuals, I am sure that you are able to appreciate your own life. I am sure that you can feel blessed how God has kept us in this world. Because our struggles might have a solution, but these individuals, their struggles have no solution. Even if they want to, if someone wants to help them, they cannot take them out of their daily struggles. And only if we can appreciate life and we have the realization inside how good God has kept us, only then we can start to do the real work that we were born to do. And that is to uplift spiritually. That is to free ourselves from all the bondages and karmas that our soul is bound to. And only then we'll be able to fulfill the real goal of life, which is to liberate ourselves from the illusions and delusions, from all the karmas, and merge back with the divine. So dear friends, let us unwrap the gift of life that we have. And through meditation, we can remove the outer covering and see the actual gift, the actual beauty that may exist inside. We do not want to live like a man who's sitting in front of a beautiful garden but has a covering over his eyes and unable to take the joy that he may receive seeing the beautiful garden. So let us remove the covering. Let us take a shelter of a guru. Let us take the help and blessing of a master who can take us through the veils of ignorance, who can give us power to penetrate through the darkness and see the light and the beauty on the other side. So let us meditate so we can appreciate life and we can enjoy life and at the same time fulfill the purpose of our physical life in this world, and that is to merge with the divine power. Thank you for joining in and listening and watching. I hope you gain the inspiration that you need in order to move your life in a positive direction. So until next time, keep meditating and God bless.